Hey, what's shaking? It's Eva here. I'm back with another devlog. This time I'm joined with my other designer, Shimafish, just to show off a bit of the gameplay so far.
Hello.
Yeah, so as of right now, we have 6 classes fully designed out and ready to sort of play in this sort of prototype build right now. We have our Hunter, our Berserker, our Guardian, Crimson Witch, Healer, and a Sage. And they each have like 12 cards to play with that are pretty much all functioning now. So we'll go and give things a play just to show things off. Um, Let me think for a moment what I want to do here. So my Hunter is up first. And we're into a Crimson Witch right now, which is a bit of a dangerous matchup. So I think I'm just going to take some pot shots and then switch out a bit. Let's try pinning the Crimson Witch. And then take a couple shots. And Healer has a good matchup into Witch here, so I'll go with that.
Okay, with my turn, I'm stuck with an interesting predicament in that I have 3 meteor callings, all of which are super strong and will use up pretty much all my mana, and I can't move. So by the time any of those would have fired off, my wizard will probably be dead. So my only options I really have at the moment would be to use the fire elemental and hope I stick around to get use of it. But really, all I can actually do right now is cast Rain and Fire for the rest of my actions. Fortunately, I was still able to do a half decent amount of damage there.
So going for a bit of a tempo play instead of setting it up right now. There's like a chance with the triple turn that you can protect your witch with the guardian, but it might be a bit tricky. It depends on my rolls.
Okay. Now I've got the Sage up. Very fortunately, it looks like I have Sanctus, which is going to let me heal up my Crimson Witch just a little bit. But let's see. I have a couple spells to take advantage of. Now, if I'm remembering the type chart correctly, which is also highly unlikely, metal, I believe, has a good compatibility with earth.
That's true.
And wind, I think, is neutral to water.
Yeah, that's also
That'll
true.
be good. Let's see. I don't want to quite get the Berserker below half HP quite yet. So instead I'm going to use one of my Lumen spells and further reduce the Guardian. Alright. And from here, as my Guardian, I'm now going to use my Shield Bash, get up some armor, Staggering Quake to slow down my opponent a little bit, and lastly use I'll Cover You, which will fortunately give me, hopefully, a little bit longer to use the Crimson Witch.
Cool. My guardian turns up. I took a lot of damage here, but I think currently my matchups are pretty good. You have mostly, other than the Crimson Witch, things aren't that threatening right now. I think I have a bit of an awkward hand here, but we can set up this Sand Golem. And I think I want to start gaining some armor with this reinforced armor to apply the Fortify status. So Fortify is just going to give me some baseline armor each turn to all my members, as long as I keep these cards in hand. Now Zerker is going to threaten the most damage here, and I think I'm free to try and pressure the Witch. Now Metal has a bad matchup into Fire, but because the Witch is squishy and the Zerker has a lot of attack, it should be okay anyways. So let's move into position. And I think if I use my Blood Frenzy here to drop my attack below the 50% threshold, it'll do a bit more damage than other options. Is that enough? Yeah, it's just enough.
Alright, so with my current situation, if she gets to keep her Berserker there at right about half HP, it's going to cause me a lot of trouble. Since I don't have my Witch, I don't have anything super strong against the Berserker, but my own Berserker might be able to keep up. So let's see. I'm going to have my Sage use Aqua on the Guardian, get a little bit of damage on its armor there. Ventus on the healer again. And then let's try and get rid of that Berserker's armor. And we'll call that turn there. Take it to the Guardian. And we're going to do a little bit of a twofer here. First, I'm going to use Reinforce Armor to grant all of my allies Fortify. If it'll play. Oh, it's one ally, Fortify. Did it work? Doesn't appear to have worked.
I'm not sure what you used. I see an I'll cover you.
Oh, it was still using that. Okay. It
Yeah.
messed up there, I guess. Yeah, that was my bad.
Yeah, it's
So
still a little bit like not very clear with the current clicking system.
in
But
that case, right now, the healer is gonna do what the healer is gonna do, but I need to get in front of that Berserker and slow it down. So a pair of quicksands should put it where I want it to go.
that was very important, actually. Let's see, my healer here's main job is just to get some of this HP back. So we're definitely clicking Wellspring. And then I have a couple choices here. I could try and stay in with the healer, but I think we'll try and push our offensive advantage and pivot into the witch here. And my guardian, I don't think it's playing an important role here right now. So I think I'll just do... It's nice that we have the sand golem up, but I think I'm just gonna continue reinforcing armor a bit and pivot back into the healer, because the healer is pretty good right now.
Okay. Now, if that berserker gets a turn, my guardian is going to die. So I'm going to need to switch over, use my razor edge,
Down.
and then
That quicksand is like actually huge.
we're going to do whirling onslaught to deal just a little bit of damage, which then makes my vicious onslaught twice as powerful.
Good play. Damn, what am I putting in front of the Berserker? I think the goal is to kill it before it gets another turn here. So we'll put in some offensive pressure with the Sage.
Alright, so with my Sage, I got the Arcanum card, which is going to let me boost my magic a little bit. And I will use my 2 of my Terra cards to try and hit that witch a little bit. And since I've got 2 Ignis cards left, those aren't going to be quite as good against the witch, so I'll use them on the Sage instead.
Let's see. We're bleeding a little bit. We actually have a really strong combo here, which I think I'll take advantage of right now. So if I use Heat Wave here, it's going to apply a lot of burns to all the enemies, and then I can light them up with a spontaneous combustion. So that'll do a lot of damage and put a lot of pressure with the status effects. And we're still protected by these fortifiers, so it should be okay to stay in a bit. Kind of puts the Zerker very close to half health though, so we'll see if that comes to bite me.
Okay, right now, it looks like I'm going to need to protect my guys from the upcoming damage that Sage and Hero could potentially do. Or especially the Witch, but I need to make sure my Berserker lasts long enough so I can try and take it out. I'm going to do that by using Stone Formation, get everyone some armor up, and then I will further boost and improve my situation by damaging the healer a little bit and boosting my own armor using a shield bash.
Let's see. We mostly want to pressure the Berserker here rather. My hand is like not that great for that. So I guess we'll go in the mode protect the witch instead and hope that you don't have a way of going below 50% HP. We can mostly do damage to the Guardian, so I guess I'll just take that. And it's way too risky to put Hunter in front of the Zerker, so we'll switch into Guardian for now. Let's see, what have we got here? We actually rolled a pretty damage heavy hand on the healer here. So I think I'm gonna buff up. And we'll just try and slow down the Zerk as much as possible. Even if we don't kill it this upcoming round, it should be safe for my Crimson Witch to finish off afterwards. I'm likely taking a lot of damage here.
So I definitely want to get rid of that witch right now. So let's see. I'm going to scoot over to the side. And we're going to give myself a really heavy boost right here by doing Blood Frenzy.
Oh, you have the Blood Frenzy. Spooky.
It'll give me the ridiculous strength I need, most likely, to try and take out the witch. I don't really have a good attack, unfortunately. I do, however, have Whirling Onslaught, so we'll hit everybody instead.
I think that's huge for me.
Alright. We'll deal a little bit of damage there. And then there we will have my Sage. Use Sanctus to boost up the Berserker a little bit. Silva on the Guardian. Ignis also on the Guardian. And then we'll try Umbra.
Oh.
So it's close to dead. I'm not going to be able to take out anything else this turn, unfortunately. But the Guardian might be able to do that little bit left I need in a bit.
Alright. Weird situation. But actually, all of these characters are already burned. So I think I can pile on a lot of pressure, if not get a wipe here with double spontaneous combustion.
Alright. Guess that's it.
That was a full wipe. Good games. I think it was pretty pivotal there that you didn't find the damage potential you needed to take out the witch that turn.
Yep.
But well played either way. And that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll be sure to continue posting updates every once in a while. Currently, the goal is to get more of a visual pass done on the game, so I've been working with some sprite artists and a graphic designer to get the ball rolling on that. So gameplay won't change much for a while, but hopefully there will be some visual changes to the game next time. Thanks for watching, and follow along by subscribing or joining the Discord in the description. Bye now.